It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Recently, I found a bottle of Tuborg Fiki, which Tuborg is from Denmark. Fiki is brewed in Turkey. Turkish lager, 100% malt lager, and I really enjoyed it. That was found in Home Bargains. It cost me about £1.20 for a bottle. I went back to Home Bargains recently to pick up some of I found out that they had some new kind of own brand craft beers on their shelves, and to my surprise, and I'm going to roll my sleeves up for this one because I'm quite excited, I found another beer from Tuborg, and this is Tuborg Gold 100% malt lager. Look at that. Again, it was £1.20, 500ml bottle, 5% ABV, brewed by Carlsberg, owned by Carlsberg. But they have a big presence in Denmark, do Tuborg. I think it's a bit like Stella Artois, and in Belgium it's not the number one selling beer. There's another brand owned by the same company that's the number one selling beer in Belgium. I think this is the same to be said, and please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments box down below. I think Tuborg is the number one selling lager in Denmark, and Carlsberg, which is the owner of the company, is number 2. Anyway, all of that out the way, we got a ring pull cap. They've told us again it's 100% malt lager, so it's really important to them that they tell us that, and I think it's great to try and get that message across. Let's get this out then. Same cap as the Fiki cap. I thoroughly enjoyed the Tuborg Fiki. I thought it was an incredible example of a lager. Now, I've had comments because people have seen the unboxing. I did an unboxing video of all these beers from Home Bargains, and I've had a few comments on this beer. Somebody said that they did a side-by-side with Tuborg Fiki and this Tuborg 100% all malt lager, which is brewed in Denmark. Fiki is brewed in Turkey. And they said it's a very, very similar beer. It's almost the same beer. And indeed, if you look at it, it looks the same beer. Have a look at my Tuborg Fiki review if you've not seen it yet. 2-finger white head, good levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. It's a clean looking malt lager. I'll talk about malt lager in a bit, why it's important to me, why I like it so much. Some of you will already know, but then there's others who don't. But it looks very good, very, very good. Let's get the aroma. A little biscuity. Little hoppy, little spicy, peppery. I like the fact you got this kind of like little bit of sweet malt coming through, like wet hay. It's like you've walked through kind of a wet hay field. You get that kind of where it's squelching under your boot, and you can smell it. It smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's very good. It's very good, but I'm going to say there's a There's a slight disappointment with this. A slight disappointment. It has a slight metallic taste. That's a real shame. It's got a slight, it's not much. It's not much. It's not like an abundance of metallic flavour. But there's a metallic taste in this that you don't get in the Tuborg Fiki. It's only small, but it's noticeable. Whether, I mean, I don't know if this is brewed at the main Carlsberg plant. I don't know whether Tuborg have their own brewery. I doubt it very much. I would suspect that this has been brewed at the main Carlsberg plant in Denmark. But then again, I just noticed something. www.turktuborg.com.tr. Now I'm really confused. Has this beer been produced in Turkey? I mean, it's saying it's got Turketim on the back. Producer Turk Tuborg. So why am I tasting a slight metallic taste in this beer? That's really strange. Tuborg Fiki was, I think I just absolutely raved about it. Absolutely loved it. Perhaps I went into the Fiki review with not much of a great expectation, or not really knowing what I was going to have, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Maybe I've gone into this review with a different mindset, with a mindset of Fiki was terrific, this should be equally terrific. And maybe in my own mind, I've raised the expectation level too high. I've raised the bar too high. The mind's a very peculiar thing, you know. You can kind of play around with it and end up drinking more or less exactly the same beer as just from a month ago, reviewing the Tuborg Fiki, and thinking this is metallic. It is slightly metallic. I'm confused. Anyway, other flavours. Let's not dwell on the negatives. Other flavours in the beer. It's still a very, very good beer. Very, very good beer. There's a little bit of sweet malt. There's a little bit of spiciness, pepperiness on the back end. It's very drinkable. It's very refreshing. Would I buy it again? Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I think I set the bar too high. I think I went into the review thinking, yeah, I'm going to absolutely love this. And like anything in life, when you go into something thinking you're going to absolutely love a product, you're going to naturally pick holes in it. If you go into a review with no expectation whatsoever, with a low bar, then you're pleasantly surprised in life. It's just human nature. It's just human nature. If it was a robot reviewing this beer, then it would probably say this is exactly the same beer as Tuborg Fiki. But I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. I'm a human being. And we have flaws, don't we? It's a lovely beer. It's a lovely beer. In fact, I'm really pleased that I know that I can go to Home Bargains over the Christmas period and I can pick up, because I was down there the other day, they had loads of the Tuborg Fiki in there and they had loads of this. And I'm really pleased that I'll be able to go down and pick up a load of cheap lager for £1.20 a bottle. It's still a very good beer for the money. It's terrific value for money. But peculiarly, slightly metallic. So, I promised to talk to you about all malt lager. What does that mean? What is a 100% all malt lager? Right, this might sound really kind of like simple to some of you beer drinkers out there who know an awful lot about beer. But there's some of you who don't know an awful lot about beer. My brother-in-law drinks lager all day long, day and night. And he doesn't know the difference from a rice lager to a maize lager to an all malt lager. He'll drink Corona, all of these other kind of mass-produced Fosters and Carling and all this stuff. And he doesn't know what's in his beer. He doesn't know what's in his beer. And I find that very surprising, really, that you can drink beer for so many years and not know what ingredients are in your beer. Not really care for the ingredients in your beer. So, it's all cereals. It's all cereals. I think we've been messing around with stuff like malt and wheat for thousands of years. We have Weetabix, we have beer, we have Horlicks, we have hot chocolate drinks, hot blooming malt drinks, we have malt vinegar. Malt is a big part of the human diet, especially if you like salt vinegar, vinegar on your chips. But there are some breweries out there who have worked out that all you need to do is to extract sugar from these things to produce alcohol. So they brew their beer with rice and maize and corn and just loads of kind of... I find it cheap. Some people will argue that corn and maize are just as good a quality product to use as malt. But I find it kind of too sweet and too tasteless for my taste buds. So if ever I see a 100% all malt lager, I will jump on it straight away. Because I think producing a 100% all malt lager, and you can see that they're very proud of this. It's all over the label, it's all over the bottle cap. It's almost like a stamp of quality. It's almost like a stamp of, if you know beer, buy this. If you like a quality lager, buy this. Let's rate it. It looks good. It smells good. It tastes good, but it's a bit metallic. I can't get my head around that because the Fiki for me wasn't metallic at all. And I very much doubt that Tuborg have two different breweries in Turkey. It must be coming from the same plant. I prefer the Fiki. I don't know what it is. I can't work it out. The only thing I can work out is that I've set the bar too high with this. I come into this thinking I'm going to absolutely love it. It's still an 8 out of 10. For the money, for the £1.20, it's still 8 out of 10. It really is. It's still a good solid lager. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.